We've all heard about AI and how they might take over the world, and this one kind of looks like a Cylon. Let me talk to you about it. Hi, my name is Dr. Tiv, and let's talk about the Media Scan, a phosphor plate X-ray development system that kind of looks like a Cylon, you know, with the eyes and the mouth. But you know who does look like a Cylon? Our sponsor.
This video is sponsored by 32Byte, Australia's leading dental support IT provider. Pick the IT team that won't rip you off and will give you the balanced advice on your IT needs. I use them and they're great. Contact them on 32byte.com.au.
So the story goes, a few years back, I was looking for a new X-ray development system. So we've got 6 surgeries at this practice. We're using but I was seeing what else was out there. And I approached Centaur Software, who makes dental for Windows. I think one of the most well-known and used software systems for dental in Australia. And they said they've got the Media Scan to give it a go. And they actually wanted me to review it as well. But I said to them, I will only review it if we can have it for a long-term review so I can make sure that it's reliable and it's exactly what we want. Now, we've taken over 3,000 X-rays with this machine and it's been flawless. Hasn't given us a moment of doubt. And with 6 surgeries, I was worried that we'd be in each other's way trying to process X-rays. But because this comes bundled with Centaur Media Suite, which is like a part of Dental for Windows that packages all images together, we found that we could just reserve it through the software, process the X-rays and unreserve it, and the next surgery can use it as well. So that's been fine. They have an RFID system where you can tag the actual X-rays themselves, which is pretty amazing, but we haven't had to use that in this clinic. Now, when we got this in, I didn't say anything to any of the clinicians. We had our old X-ray system and the new one, and I just wanted to see what happened. And guess what? They all use this to the point that we actually turned the other system off. Now, when I asked them what that was about, they talked about image quality that looks a lot better than the other system. And it was just easy to use as well. And because it was attached intimately to Centaur Media Suite, they found that they could process the images pretty quickly, somewhere between 2 to 4 seconds. Now, the only downside is you can only process an image at a time. So there's a little bit of delay where you have to put one image, wait for 4 seconds, put the other image, wait for 4 seconds, but it's not too bad. Now, it comes with lots of films. It comes with size 1, 2, 3, and 4C, so you have the whole plethora that you need as well. Now, the actual mouth of this machine where you process the images has a little magnetic holder too, so when you put the images in, it actually snaps in place and you can close it and it'll process the images. But you know the thing that we love the most is it stores up to 100 images in its internal database. So if you, for some reason, lose an image or you can't find it, you can go back to the machine through the software, find the image, and you can bring it back again, which has saved our dentists a few times, which is amazing. So there's a few ways to connect this up. It's best with Centaur Media Suite, which I think you get 3 licenses with this product when you purchase it. And you can connect it via network cable, which is what we do, which means it's connected to every single computer that has Centaur Media Suite installed. You can also attach it by USB as well to a single computer, and I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I think you can either have it attached to that one computer, or using that computer you can bridge it to the rest of your network as well. Now, the other thing about this machine is it's so small. The footprint is tiny. I will throw the exact measurements on the screen there for you, but it's kind of like, 40 centimeters by 20 centimeters. It's really tiny, so you can fit into any surgery no matter how big or small that is. And the fact that it can do a 6 operatory dental surgery without too many issues is a testament to how good this little guy is. So I did hear in some of the forums that this system might not be as reliable as other systems, so I really wanted to get some data on that. So I asked Dental for Windows or Centaur if they could give me the data they have on their repair tickets for this little guy here. And this is what they told me. I'm going to bring it out so I can give you the exact facts. That they said from the 1st of 2021, which is more than 2 years worth of data, they've only had 30 tickets for repairs on this guy. And I can vouch for that because in the 2 and a bit years we haven't had any issues at all. Out of those, 6 were under warranty. 1 was replaced because it was just a bad product. And in general, the average repair cost was about $800. But the thing of note was the average repair time was about 3.5 years, which is pretty good for a machine that's used day in, day out all the time. The shortest amount of issues was about 2.5 years, and the longest was about 7 years that they've had so far. So they're really upfront with their data, and given the price of this, I think it's pretty reasonable. One thing that I did like is that they said that if you're in Victoria, that if you have a fault with the machine, they'll put a loaner out as well, so you don't have to stop your practice when they take it away to get it repaired. Now, I'm not sure how the delivery part works, and if you know what Australia Post is like, they'll probably charge an arm and a leg to get this to you and back again. But if you can get it to you somehow, then you've got a loaner as well. I'm not sure how any of the other states work, but I can vouch for Victoria that they do have a loaner that they'll give out for you. The one thing I really like is I've got an integrated system of the same provider providing my CMS, my Dental for Windows system. They provide support for the Center Media Suite, so the imaging system, and they provide support for the actual machine as well. So if anything goes wrong, there's only one person to call and they'll kind of get it sorted out. And that's been the thing that's been most reassuring to me. Luckily, I haven't had to use that service because it's been flawless, but I assume that if there was a problem, they'd help me out with that. The only thing you need to make sure is that the network is set up properly with your IT provider and that you've got all those bases covered. But the actual software part and the connections to software, Center will handle that, which has been amazing. So this is our little guy, the Center Media Suite, Phosphor plate processing X-ray system. I think it's amazing. It's been great for our practice. We've taken over 3,000 X-rays with it. It's about time we change the film, and we'll see how we go. This is Dr. Tiv, over and out.